Hello dear friends, how are you all doing? My name is August, this is Cozy Rosy Reads, and today is my favorite video of every single month, which is picking my TBR. And the next month is October, so you can tell by my outfit and my pumpkin harvest candle. I'm freaking excited. I also can't believe we're here already. I feel like I just did my September TBR, but I don't care because I just want to get all the spooky books, all the cool books. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, if you're new here, I have this jar of prompts that is slowly narrowing down to the last few here. I'm going to pick 10, and from those 10 prompts, I get to pick books from my physical TBR shelf, and then those are the books that I'll be reading in the month of October. Now, since I've started this challenge in June, I have not yet been able to read all 10 books that I've picked, which breaks my heart. Sometimes I've gotten really close and other times I've failed completely. But what's fun about it is I can still be a mood reader. Once I finish a book from the TBR pile, then I can be like, what am I feeling next? And I don't really feel forced to read any specific one. I can just pick. So my goal with this October TBR in particular is to pick books that are specifically autumnal, specifically creepy. So I am very excited, and let's just go ahead and get started. The first prompt for October is... Ooh, how perfect! Orange cover, an orange cover book. What do I have that's even orange? Okay, so I have a lot of yellows and reds and pinks, but not a whole lot of oranges, like at all. Yeah, I don't think I have like any orange. It's all yellow. So the closest I have is this one, which is Year of Wonders, a novel of the plague by Geraldine Brooks. This is a book that I found thrifted, and it does have this orange spine, so I'm definitely gonna, I think that counts. This is the closest I have. This is a book that takes place in the year 1666, and it follows a plague year. And it is just so autumnal, though. The reason I picked it up was because of its autumnal. It starts with a chapter called Apple Picking Time, and it says, I used to love this season. The wood stacked by the door, the tang of its sap still speaking of forest, the hay made all golden in the low afternoon light, and then the sound of apples tumbling. Like, it's so autumnal. So this is actually perfect. So as follows a housemaid named Anna, and she emerges as an unlikely heroine and healer. It talks about quarantine within the village boundaries. She must confront the deaths of family, the disintegration of her community, and the lure of illicit love. So I'm very excited for this one. Will I get to it? We shall see, because like I said, I've yet to been able to finish an entire TBR pile in a month, but this one is so autumnal. I feel like I would have picked it more for November because it's just like warm and cozy, but also like a little horrifying because of a plague. You know, we're already kind of living through that time. That sounds like we're living in a dystopian universe. So that is the first book, Year of Wonders by Geraldine Brooks. Prompt number 2. What do we have here? Oh, another cover color. We have green cover now. All right, let's just roll with it. Sometimes we're gonna get some kind of repeat prompts. Oh yes, I know what I'm gonna pick. This is a recent thrift find, and it is ApocalptiGirl, an Aria for the End Times by MacLean. What is it about? Now we have plague, apocalypse, end times. This is a super stunning graphic novel. I mean, what? Look at those colors. They're insane. And it's in such good condition. I found it at Goodwill, which is amazing to me. Like, we have this cute little cat. So it's about this girl and her cat. I have been absolutely loving graphic novels lately, and especially in the autumnal time. It's just so cozy to curl up with it and finish it so quickly because it's so easy to just fly through it and admire the art. So this is a book that follows Aria, who is alone at the end of the world. She takes along with her companion named Jellybeans, which is a cat, and she must find an ancient relic of immeasurable power if she ever hopes to complete her quest. And then some things happen, but when I did look this up on Goodreads, it does seem like this is a standalone, which I absolutely love. So this was just such a good find. Like I said, such good condition for being used. And these colors are immaculate. Like, I am such a fan of these vibrant, saturated colors. So this is my second pick, and I need to start stacking them over here actually. So let's do that. Haha, there we go. Okay, I like this. Prompt number 3. We have a letter, and it's just the letter A, and I know what I'm going to pick. Oh wait, no, but I have a few. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Okay, I'm gonna pick 2 books for this prompt A, and as we kind of finish the rest of the prompts and to see like how many big books I have, I'll either go with one or the other. So the first one is The Accursed by Joyce Carol Oates. This is a huge book, but I love reading big books in the fall and winter time. It is the best time for me to read books and just get so immersed. So I love reading big books in the fall and winter time, but October is a really busy month for me in terms of how much work I still have. I have my most amount of weddings as a wedding photographer in October. I have 4 weddings in 2 weeks, so it's gonna be really chaotic and busy for me, so I don't know if I have time to dedicate to this, which breaks my heart because this is like the perfect autumnal book. This takes place at the turn of the 20th century, and vampires and ghosts haunt the dreams of the innocent and powerful, and a powerful curse besets the families of the elite. And yeah, it just sounds perfect for fall. And I really would love to read this, but it's huge and the text is freaking tiny. This is like Bible size. So this is a maybe. I would love to get to it, but I just don't know if October is the best month. Honestly, November would be a better month for me to read really big books. So that being said, another option, if, you know, I'm really not believing in myself, is yet again another graphic novel that I recently thrifted, which is Anya's Ghost by Vera Brosgol. I have seen this for years. I have seen this around for years. It has very severe water damage, so I did have to peel some pages apart. But this is a super cute graphic novel. This is perfect for October spooky season. Honestly, I might just go with this one because it's easy, it's fun to read, and it reads, what if your BFF is a ghost? Of all the things Anya expected to find at the bottom of an old well, a new friend wasn't one of them, especially not a new friend who's been dead for a century. And it's just so cute. I've seen this around, I feel like, so many times on social media, and I've just never read it. So this was such a good thrift store find yet again. I found it at Goodwill. So I'm just so excited. Let's just go ahead and add yet again another graphic novel that also starts with A. So now we have ApocalptiGirl. I think I said that wrong the first time. It's ApocalptiGirl and Anya's Ghost. So those will be added. Oh, I'm so excited for all the graphic novels in October. And I'm gonna put The Accursed back. Prompt number 4, historical fiction, which we already have one of. Historical fiction is a weird one for me. I never really quite know what counts as historical fiction. I'm always just like, I don't really know. Like, is it just anything that takes place back? But does that also include some fantasy stuff? Okay, I have 2 that I know of that I could do. I already feel like I know which one I want to go with. But to start with, we have Lust for Life by Irving Stone. This is a historical fiction kind of retelling of Vincent van Gogh's life, and this copy is absolutely stunning. I borrowed it from my dad, and it is also with all of his beautiful paintings and stuff as well. And these pages are so thin and dainty and old. Like, that is really thin. And I've heard that this is absolutely amazing. My dad loves it. I think it's just so beautiful because they have his artwork in here. But I don't know if it's going to be very autumnally. I mean, it might. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if I'm feeling pulled to this one. I know I want to read it very soon. But I think for the month of October, I'm going to save this one maybe for like November through February or March. I don't know, that just feels kind of more like cozying up with an old copy of a book too. Sounds really lovely. So I think this one is going to go on hold for now. Then the other one, I don't know if this one counts as historical fiction because it does have fantasy elements, but it does take place in the 1600s, I believe. Yes, also in the 1600s, which I think is a great time to read about in the fall. And that, of course, is Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, which is the prequel to Practical Magic. I found this while thrifting. It was at Goodwill. I couldn't believe my luck, and I've been just really wanting to read it in the fall time. It just sounds so lovely. I love Alice Hoffman's writing style so much. I think it's so beautiful. I love her focus on female family and friendships and sisterhood, and I feel like this would just be like such a delight. This cover is stunning. I've heard a lot of really good things about this book, that it is a very good autumnal cozy book to read. So I think this, paired with Year of Wonders, I mean, we've got these beautiful kind of historical illustrations and paintings on it. They both take place in the 1600s. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and add it. Now we have 2 historical fictions that take place in the 1600s, and then we have 2 graphic novels about young girls. We have a lot of feminine power going on right now, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and pick prompt number 5. Ooh, random number generator. This is fun. Okay, so my laptop is in the other room and I'm actually using it for something else. So let me go off camera real quick and we're gonna count how many books are on here roughly, and then we're gonna do a random number, and that's gonna be the book I have to read. So I don't really get to pick this one. So we have, I currently have 54 books on my physical TBR here. So let's go ahead and pull a random number. I will be right back. Okay, so I did use my laptop, which is hooked up to a bunch of external hard drives right now because I'm doing a lot of photo work at the same time. So it landed on number 36, which is Olive Kitteridge by Elizabeth Strout. And I even said a while back ago, maybe in my first TBR video, that I got to choose like a yellow cover for, and this was in the running. I said I wanted to save it for fall because it takes place in Maine, which for some reason just feels like a coastal fall time, and I honestly don't even really know what this book is about. My friend recommended it to me and then I found it used at Goodwill again. So basically it follows this retired school teacher named Olive who doesn't really recognize things that are changing in her small town. Maybe she's having a little bit of a reluctance to that change. I'm not 100% sure, but this seems like a very autumnal vibe. Look at that cover. I've been wanting to read it in the fall, so this is honestly perfect. Number 36, so we have Olive Kitteridge. Okay, prompt number 6. Winston is being very needy, but I'm glad he's chilling out with us. Aren't you? You want to sniff? Ooh, short story collection. Okay, I don't think I have very many, but I do have a few in mind. One I've been wanting to read for a while is The Assignation by Joyce Carol Oates. I freaking love this cover so much. I've talked about this one so much. In this tiny little book, there are like over 40 short stories. Some of them are only like a page long. I just really am very rarely in a short story collection kind of mood though. I wish I had like a horror short story collection or something, but alas, I don't think I do anymore. I've read them all. The other option I have is The Sea Beast Takes a Lover by Michael Andreasen. This sounds like it'd be really fun and fantastical, and I'm definitely leaning more towards this one just because of the fantasy stuff. It just seems very weird and bizarre. It follows all of these very surreal kind of places and characters, such as like alien abductions and headless sisters, a love-struck kraken. Like, this just sounds like a lot of fun for fall. It's not necessarily spooky, I don't think, but it has a lot of fantastical elements and whimsy that I think I would enjoy a little bit more. So let's just go ahead and add this one. I'm excited. All right, prompt number 7 with my little dude. Hello, dude. I need to get some more horror though, friends. I think I really do need to get more horror. Ooh, this is a fun one. Cover art is a photograph. So I need to find a book that's cover is a photo. And I do have a few, I know that, but I'm gonna be picky and try and find a book that I like, books that I actually want to read. Okay, for this month, I'm finally gonna get to this book. If you've been here since the start, you know this book. It is A Bird in the Hand by Cleeves. Has this amazing, gorgeous photo on the cover of this like study and birds and like a gunshot through a window. It's so cool. I love this. It's so stunning to me, and I've had this for a long time, but it is a mystery that follows a murdered bird watcher, and this is like the most perfect kind of like autumnal vibe, and this is kind of the only book that's on here that has a photo as the cover that I really genuinely want to read. I have a few others that I obviously really want to read, duh, but just not particularly for this month. So I think this is like the only option, and to be honest, I've been needing to read this for a while. I got it at the beginning of this year in a little free library, and it has been included in so many of these TBR videos. So it's about time. It's the perfect cozy mystery kind of book, and I'm very excited for it. I hope I like it. You know, it is like a little mass market paperback. It could be really cheesy and shitty, but like, I just want to read it. Who knows what it's gonna bring? So we're gonna add A Bird in the Hand. I love books. I love books. I'm having a book moment, friends. I'm having a book moment. I just want to like hug all the books, and now all I want to do is curl up with a book. That's all I want to do right now. So, okay, prompt number 8. I love this challenge so much. Like, this TBR jar challenge actually like really hurts my cheeks. Like, I genuinely just get so geeked out. I don't think there's anything else besides my job of like being a photographer that brings this much joy to me. It's like books and photography and like being with my clients and stuff, but like this is like pure joy. Like, I just get so excited and I feel like I really can't contain myself. I'm gonna start hyperventilating. I just love all the books. I wish I could just like curl up right now and read all of them at once. Ooh, the last book I bought new. What does that mean? Because I thrift all of my books. What was the last book I bought brand new? Do I even have anything that I bought brand new? No, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do have a book that I bought brand new. Oh my God, this is perfect. This is perfect. I was like, what? This was in the bargain section, so I didn't think of it, but it is a brand new book. No one else has read it, like this copy. It is Walking on the Ceiling by Aysegül Savas, and oh my God, this is perfect. Shut up. This is perfect. So this is a book that definitely seems like a very slow, quiet literary fiction. It just sounds so, so beautiful. It follows this young woman who's living in Paris, and she's talking about her love of her home country of Istanbul, and I think she like kind of becomes friends with, yes, an old British writer whose novels about Istanbul our main character Nunu has always admired, and they find themselves walking the streets of Paris and talking late into the night, developing an unusual friendship of eccentric correspondence. This is like a cozy literary fiction. I kind of picture like Midnight in Paris vibes. Like, I'm so excited for this. This is, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is perfect. In the last 2 prompts we have, the first one being, ooh, random letter generator. Okay, I need to go run back to my computer in the other room and do a random letter, and that will be the first letter of the book I need to pick. So I will be right back. Okay, my random letter generator landed on the letter C. And for that one, I think I'm actually gonna pick The Center Cannot Hold by Elyn R. Sachs. I think I briefly talked about this one either in my book haul or maybe even like last month's TBR as an option. I'm gonna see if there's an audiobook version of this, and I will listen to it, because this is an autobiography memoir of Elyn, who suffers from schizophrenia, and then she does this really big deep dive into schizophrenia and opens up the Sachs Institute for Mental Health Law, Policy, and Ethics to help those who suffer from schizophrenia. It sounds like a super, super interesting story. I love listening to audiobooks as memoirs, especially if they're read aloud by the author. So I'm gonna see if there's an audiobook version of this, and if so, this is definitely going to be my pick. So that way I can hopefully actually get to it. So we'll just go ahead and add this. If I can't find a copy of it, then I might see if, I don't know, maybe another book that I have starting with C, which right now I only have one, which is Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. So who knows? We'll see. But for now, let's just go ahead and add this. All right, and the last prompt of October, the last book of October is horror. Horror! Yes, they have spoken. They have spoken. Okay, honestly, horror. I don't think I have much horror on these shelves anymore, so I definitely need to take a trip to Goodwill and stock up on some horror books. So the only ones that I have are The Accursed, Joyce Carol Oates, we know this, and the only other one I'm pretty sure is The Snowman by Jo Nesbø, which I definitely want to read, but again, I want to save this for like actual winter when it's snowing. The Snowman, it's a snow book. I don't want to read it in October just yet. So does that mean this? I think it honestly means I should go to Goodwill tomorrow and just see if there are any other books, maybe any horror books, something like that. I would love to read this, but I just know I'm not gonna get to it. It's way too big. It's huge. So I guess stay tuned for my upcoming weekly reading vlog to see what I end up picking for this one. Sorry to leave you all hanging, friends, but I need more horror. I need more like autumnal horror books in here. So far it is just, it's very eclectic. but you know, you just kind of like feel an essence of a book if it's going to be an October autumnal one. So just go ahead and stay tuned for this upcoming weekly reading vlog. So that is it, my friends. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so excited to read these books. We have so many graphic novels, historical fiction, a lot of really fun things. So I'm really looking forward to the month of October and all the reading that's going to be happening. What are you all planning on reading for the month of October? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you all again very soon for my next video. Stay cozy, my friends. Bye!